You have over the road where you going cross country and stuff like that. Then you also have this thing called local or LTL freight. And LTL is an acronym for less than a full truckload. So less than truckload, LTL. And those are your companies like RL Carriers, XPO, Central Transport, Psy, Old Dominion, AAA Cooper. And it's a pretty decent alternative to being over the road, because more than likely you're going to be paid hourly with these type of jobs like LTL jobs. And with over the road type jobs, you'd be paid mileage wise. So you'd have to drive pretty far to make a pretty decent check. I used to run coast to coast, and I was lease purchased, and I used to bring home about $1,500-$1,800, I think, if my memory serves me correct. I used to make about that much. But you also had to take into consideration that when you're lease purchased, you have to pay a truck note. So that $1,800, $1,600 that you get ain't gonna be all yours. You're gonna have to pay your truck note. You gotta pay insurance. You gotta pay your rental for your trailer, all this type of stuff. So LTL is a healthy alternative to a person that wants to drive, make a regular paycheck, and go home. You don't want to be out on the road. You want to have family time. LTL might be a thing for you. Now, with that being said, there are two different sides to LTL. You have line haul, which is where you run either a set of double trailers, like little bitty pup trailers. They're not the big 53. They may be 28-foot trailers. You have a set of those, and you drive to another terminal in another state or the nearest big city, or you may be pulling one long 53-footer and you go and drop and hook. You meet somebody halfway at a halfway point to where your next terminal that's big is, and you guys swap trailers, and you bring back freight from where they're from and take it back to where you live, and they take yours back to where they live, and then, you know, that whole transfer of freight takes place right there. But the thing is, with line haul, you have a day shift line haul in most places and a nighttime line haul position. That daytime position is usually reserved for seniority-based employees. So the higher rank you have in seniority and the longer you've been there, meaning you're older people, which some of them will not retire at all, bruh. These people be 50, 60, 70 years old, still working a job. So most young people that come on new with the company, you know, within their 20s, 30s and stuff like that, they have to take a back seat and work overnight, because all the seniority guys that are higher up, they take the day shift positions, because that's the most sought after. People want to be home at night, sleeping in their beds and having a life after 5, 6 o'clock. And most of your older people take all those day shift slots. That's where LTL becomes a bad thing for young people. Now, they also have a day shift in LTL business. It's called City. That's where you go out with freight that's being picked up in the evening time by the city driver. It gets loaded onto an outbound line haul trailer, and they take it to the nearest town where it has to be delivered. So what that city driver would do is come in the morning, and hopefully you work at a place where they have a dock and dock workers. So you don't have to come in the morning, jump on a forklift, and then load the freight off of the line haul pup trailers or the 53-footer. You'll have somebody load it for you if they have dock workers. So if they do have dock workers, they will load your freight on the trailer for you, and then you would come in at whatever your set time is, and you would pull that trailer out, and you would just go around to different areas, like different cities, and drop off that freight. You might have 12, 9, 15 stops, just deliveries. After you make all those deliveries in the city, wherever you're based, you might have to drive an hour away and run that whole city. Or somebody might be right there where the terminal is, delivering in that city where your terminal is. It's just a matter of seniority with that as well, because you'll have some seniority guys that don't want to go line haul because they just want to stay close and don't want to drive that much. They'll have the best routes on city side because they have seniority again. That seniority thing, man, is killing the young people in the trucking game, because you got to wait your turn until your seniority goes up, waiting on these guys to retire, which some of them never do till they 75 and shit like that, where they don't even need to be driving, in my opinion. But you know, that's another story. So after you go out and deliver this freight, then after your trailer is empty in city, you have to go out and make pickups. So these are people in your area where you deliver that want to now ship something out of state or to another city. So you go around and make these pickups, and you take them back to the terminal, and then they get offloaded, hopefully not by you again because you have dock workers, because that's a really tedious job, bro. To drive, deliver, then come back and load or unload freight, that's pushing it, bro. Especially if you've had like a long day with a bunch of stops. And some people like it because it's an opportunity for overtime. But a person like me, bro, I just want to drive. I've been working my whole life, so I'm tired, bro. I just want to make some money and live. But I want driving as my profession. But I don't want to be over the road. So those are some of the things that you need to take into consideration, man. If you don't want to be an over-the-road driver, but you want to be in the trucking industry and be home with your family on a daily basis, hopefully that'll help you out to get a general idea of what working for an LTL company and being local is like. All right, man. Peace, dog. We out here.